Hey, what do you say? Welcome into the Run In Podcast. My name is Tommy Paradise.
It's showtime, folks, and we got a huge show to this week. Like we got to talk.
Huge. It is episode number 87, the Gronk episode of the Run In
I knew
Podcast.
you
Sidney
couldn't even
Crosby
wait to-
episode. Yeah, I was chomping at the bit to bust that one out. Sidney Crosby episode of the Run In Podcast.
I like Cros.
No, he's a little bitch. I hate Crosby.
I can't wait till we get to 99.
I got nothing bad to say about Gretzky.
And Aaron.
Or-
we'll talk about
Or
that
Warren
later.
Sapp. Yeah. The Run In Podcast is brought to you by Figure Collections. Check out figurecollections.com/shop. Use the code RUN10 to save 10% on the Chella toys. And don't forget, he's got a YouTube channel as well over there, Figure Collections. He just dropped a Mortal Kombat video.
Ooh.
All about the history of Mortal Kombat toys. So make sure you check that out as well. Jack always does a great job with those videos on the history of certain toy lines. So make sure you check that out. And we'll talk about Chella. A little update on Chella coming up. They kind of laid things out, and we'll get to that in just a little bit. But February 26th, that's next Saturday night.
Wow. Really?
Jimmy Hart,
This
Evil
month is
Uno,
flying by.
Lince Dorado, Max Caster, VSK, Tommy Paradise is going to be in the building.
Nice.
Little Paradise is going to be in the building.
There we go.
We will be at Blitzkrieg Pro, my friends, in Springfield, Massachusetts. Cowboy Bob Orton, Kevin Nash, all going to be there as well. It's going to be a hell of a show.
You
Make
got
sure.
anything for Jimmy to sign?
I've actually already met Jimmy Hart, so I have an 8x10 signed by him. So unless I can find like a super cheap deal on like a WCW figure or something like that,
Or get like a CD?
oh, or a megaphone. Might
Or a
have to go try to
megaphone,
find a megaphone.
That would work.
Actually, you know what? I just got an idea. I got to reach out to. I'm going to reach out to somebody. But we are sponsoring Max Caster taking on O'Shea Edwards next Saturday night, Tower Square, White Lion Brewery, 1500 Main Street in Springfield, Massachusetts. Tickets still available at blitzkriegpro.net. If you're not in the area, you can watch live on iwtv.live. Check it out. It's going to be a good show, man. The VS, I'm telling you right now, the match that is going to steal the show from that whole card is VSK versus Travis Huckabee. That is going to be worth the price of admission or IWTV.
Sure.
And you're getting Lince Dorado versus Evil Uno as well. So make sure you come check all that out. It's going to be a good time. We now have a Patreon that is live. You guys can head over to patreon.com/runinpod to sign up. All kinds of benefits over there. $1 gets you into our monthly giveaway, which we just announced on the Patreon. This past month's giveaway was a $50 gift card to Homage, won by a friend of the show, Alan Day. This month's giveaway is going to be a Kane Ultimate Edition, courtesy of Wrestling Collector Shop. And again, $1 gets you into the drawing. But it gets you into the Fig Cave Facebook group. But we also have the $5 tier, which gets you all our bonus episodes, including the Rerun In podcast, where we're watching old episodes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoons. We have a giveaway going on with that as well, if you're listening to that. And I will drop, I think we're an episode behind. I have to get on that and drop that. But it's coming. It's coming. I promise. This week, like within the next couple of days of this dropping. It might already even be out. Who knows? But with that $5 tier, you also get a run-in sticker. You get bonus episodes, 2 entries into the monthly Patreon giveaway, early access to episodes, video version of the show, all the previous tiers, and ad-free content as well. And then we got Mid-Carter that's $10. That gets you all the stuff in the Cruiserweight and the White Meat Babyface, $5 and $1 tiers. But it also gets you a monthly AMA or unboxing video, which we just dropped last week. And the other day, where DJ unboxed that amazing McFarlane Batman figure. And if you look closely, you might even get a shot of DJ's balls in that video. You get 3 monthly entries. That's going to get people to sign up.
Patreon right there. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Trying to get people to sign up here.
I work hard on these legs.
Yeah. Breaking news segments, your name on the website as a VIP supporter, and you get monthly toy post from Figure Collections, which is like a history of Toy Fair magazines. They're pretty cool to check out. And then, of course, you get 3 entries into the monthly drawing. Legend is $50 to get you a shirt from our Run-In podcast store. Guest spot on the show one time, 5 entries, and all the previous years. And then main eventer, that's only $25. That gets you a Run-In magnet, access to me, DJ, and the rest of the inner circle on Discord, and 4 entries into the monthly giveaway on top of everything we already mentioned, except for the Legend tier. And speaking of the Legend tier, Dean Wireman is going to join us next week to recap Backlash and talk some current wrestling stuff here. So that he's cashing in on his Legend status. His shirt is ordered. He is going to be on the show next week. So, and again, the March giveaway, you got till March 15th to sign up over at patreon.com/runinpod. You get yourself Kane Ultimate Edition, courtesy of Wrestling Collector Shop, and it is all updated. It is the correct Kane with the correct mask, I believe the correct elbow. Yeah, all that stuff. We also have another giveaway, which you don't have to be a Patreon member for, courtesy of Wrestling Collector Shop. It is last week we gave away Rey Mysterio Elite 92. All you had to do was retweet our pinned tweet, right, and follow us and the Fig Cave and Nate the Great. Nate A4, the number 4, Real 91 is our winner.
Look at that.
Again, it's at Nate. The number 4, Real 91 is our Twitter winner for this week.
So is that a birth date or high school graduation date?
I'm going to assume it's a birthday looking at his picture, but
all right.
So congratulations to Nate the Great. This week's giveaway is a Bret the Hitman Hart WrestleMania Elite in the jorts. Old man Bret. Great figure, comes with the Vince McMahon Build-A-Figure pieces. Right. All you got to do on that one is pay attention to Instagram. We're going to give away that one on Instagram. Follow us, follow the Fig Cave, and follow Wrestling Collector Shop, and tag 3 friends in the post, and we'll get you qualified for that and announce the winner of that next week. So, and make sure, of course, you're following along on Instagram and the Fig Cave for those giveaways. Our Instagram is, I don't even know it off the top of my head because I'm a slacker. I have it on this piece of paper here. Our Instagram is at the Run-In Pod. The Twitter is at Run-In Podcast. That's why I don't know them, because they're different. You can get everything you need as far as social media and everything like that over at runinpod.com. Brand new store over there as well. Just click on the store.
I love the store now.
I know I got to order something on there. I haven't ordered anything yet, but I know I'm going to here shortly. And we've got
mug is coming.
Oh, you already ordered one?
Yeah.
I didn't even get an email that you ordered one. Huh.
Oh, maybe I'll pop in.
I'm gonna have to talk to Zach about that because he set the store up. So yeah, we'll have to get that all squared away. We do have some corrections from Kenny.
There we go. We got to flip the cord back again.
Yep. It was only one. He just said last time Alexa had a 1-on-1 match was Extreme Rules versus Charlotte Flair for the title. So he does listen. He does listen.
Yes, he does.
Man, for a little while there, I didn't think he listened. You know? Anyway, so thanks to Kenny. Make sure you're listening to Kenny over at the Call Up. He's doing a different show. It's hard to keep up. He's doing a show Monday, Wednesday. Breaking news. I woke up.
This man he's one of the hardest working men in podcasting.
I woke up. I had a notification from Spotify that he had a new episode up about Cody and Stone Cold and all this stuff.
And you're all, what's up with Cody? You know?
Yeah. I'm like, holy smokes, man. Kenny is working hard. He is hustling. So support him. DJ, I got a bang. I just cracked open Peach Mango Bang. Mm-hmm. What are you drinking?
That would be a hell of a name for a drink, though. Tonight I am drinking the water because I'll go into my Vegas stories from last weekend.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I did Vegas last weekend, and so I decided to drink some water tonight.
And you got did in Vegas too, you told us. Yeah.
For sure. Or just the NWO music would do. Like
Oh man. Yeah, so just check out runinpod.com for everything you need involving the Run In podcast, and make sure you sign up for Patreon over at patreon.com/runinpod. If you've already done it, we appreciate it. If you haven't yet, you're missing out, man. We're telling you, we're pumping content out left and right.
No, it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun.
Yep. And you get deals in the Fig Cave too if you're buying figs. Phil just posted today that he was gonna give a couple dollars off if you're a Patreon member. So
freaking giveaways, like,
right, just for being a member, like you have a 50-50 shot, or you have a pretty good chance to win. And we did it differently this month, where we did elimination process instead of just picking a random winner on the wheel. We did your name got drawn, you're out. So that was fun, a little bit longer than normal, but it was fun. A little lunchtime video for the folks on the East Coast. But DJ, you mentioned it, man. A huge week news-wise in the world of wrestling.
Oh, we got some stuff.
Let's do this. It's time for In the Ring. In the Ring is brought to you by Buy Sell Trade Toys. He's on Instagram. He's got a website. It's buyselltradetoys.com, and he's got a ton of toys for sale, and you can buy them. And you can use the code RUN10 to save 10%, either through DMs on Instagram or right there on his website. Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, Instagram, Twitter, and buyselltradetoys.com. So we were all a little shook by the news Tuesday. We didn't know if it was a work. We didn't know if it was a shoot. We didn't know what the hell was going on.
There's some that still think it's a work.
Some people still think it's a work as of recording this on Wednesday night. Cody Rhodes, Brandy Rhodes, they are out of AEW. Wow. I didn't think those words would ever come out of my mouth on this podcast.
I didn't either. Like, that's like founding people of AEW.
Yeah. There would be no AEW without Cody Rhodes.
No.
I don't know if people realize that.
No, as much, regardless of how you feel about him today, or like a couple of weeks ago, even, he was a founding member, and he's one of the reasons why AEW is what it is right now.
I think he is the reason it is what it's the reason it exists. He's the reason it exists. It was his vision. He said he brought the Young Bucks in. He brought Kenny Omega in. He brought who else is involved? Is it just them? Am I forgetting somebody?
Jericho
and Jericho. Yep. And he went out and got Tony Khan to be the money man. And now him and Tony Khan apparently couldn't come up with an agreement. And I mean, again, we're recording this Wednesday. So if things could happen between now and when this drops, but now we're hearing it's almost a sure thing that Cody's going to sign with WWE. And today I'm reading that he might leave Brandy behind. Like, Brandy might not be doing anything. She might be going to be a stay-at-home mom.
Well, I mean, if we're going to be real here, like, so I don't know how, like, what impact does she make both behind the scenes and in the ring?
Don, a lot of the stuff I was reading definitely says, like, people loved Cody behind the scenes, but they loathed Brandy. Like, they did not have many, like, nobody really had anything good to say about Brandy.
So that's what I mean. Like, so, because think of the women's roster for WWE. Who would she be able to even lace boots with?
Right. Nobody.
Okay. All right. I mean, and then, I mean, the only hope she would have is being his manager, is being Cody's manager. After that, there's not, like, they don't need her for promotions and none of that. So,
no, I mean, last time she was there, she's a ring announcer. Like,
and the whole, like, the heels group, which, I applaud the effort for the heels group, but I don't think it went anywhere though.
Yeah. I would like to see Cody go to, I don't necessarily need to see him back in WWE. I like the idea of him getting this huge run in WWE. But I would have liked to see him take the Matt Cardona route, actually, where he just shows up in, like, whatever promotion he's feeling that week, kind of does like a little bit of a tour. and gets his name back on the map, and then maybe joins WWE. I am a little worried. I mean, I've kind of been like flaunting that he's leaving, and this is now I said on a post that this is like a crumble in the foundation of AEW because it is one of their executive vice presidents leaving. It sounds like it might be a little bit of Tony Khan's ego getting in his way. It might be a little bit of that. It might be, but this is the first person to jump ship. For us with the wrestling podcast, it's good for business. For WWE, if he's going to WWE, it's good for business.
Right.
I, however, would like to see, I would like to see him do some indies for a little bit and then go maybe to WWE. I don't know that WWE is going to follow through on their promises to him, is what I'm saying. Like they're going
to create a couple things and
makes him, he's a top star. He's a top guy. I don't know if that's going to happen in WWE because Vince is so in love with Roman, so in love with Brock.
Yeah, I don't know about top guy. Like, I don't know about the strap. But like, so I was saying in the post, if let's just say he does go to WWE. So one thing about the Miz you have to give is that you were excited about the Intercontinental title matches with the Miz. Like, he made you care about the Intercontinental title.
I would love.
Yeah. Care.
Go ahead.
So like, you're probably going with what I'm saying. Like, so I think Cody is somebody that can put together programs that will make you care about those mid titles. So I don't care either one, the United States or the Intercontinental.
Yeah.
And he can make you care. Like, so that's one thing I do have to give to Cody. Like, I didn't like, some of the execution, at the, like I said about AEW in general is like one of the things that I feel like they fall short is they build up. And then that follow through and then that moment at the end just kind of falls short on too many occasions with a lot of eyes looking. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I think WWE can help him with that, but the build up, I think he knows how to do.
Love to see that white IC title back, the old school white strap.
Sure.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be
or
amazing.
Even that Shawn Michaels one.
The blue?
Yeah.
That would be sweet.
Yeah. I'll go with the tattoo on his neck.
Yeah. Definitely interested to see what happens with Cody. So, like, in your opinion, what's next for AEW, man?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of the Nostradamus here.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking. Where's AEW go from here?
They're going to get a WWE guy, another one, like a person that we're not thinking about.
Not Buddy Murphy.
No, it won't.
He's all over the rumor mill.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about a name.
But like, if he couldn't pay Cody, and Cody was more valuable,
it's gonna be somebody that's pissed off. So they'll just take, we'll call it the league minimum, right? We'll pretend like this is like a sport and they have a salary cap, right? Which it seems like they do, by the way. So
I mean, money does run out. No matter how much money Vince has or Tony Khan has, they're still running a business. And they still have to watch that bottom line. I say that all the time.
You don't want to see $6 million a night sitting in catering.
Exactly.
Okay, so I don't care how rich you are.
That's when Nick Khan comes around and says, "All right, you're fired. You're fired. You're fired."
Cut man. When you watch that HBO show with the Hard Knocks and the cut man going around like, "Hey, the coach wants to see you and he wants your playbook. Could bring your playbook." That's what Nick Khan is.
Yeah.
So I think they get one more WWE guy, and then that's going to open the dam, like just like what happened to WCW. Like, I'm telling you, one more like big name WWE guy is going to go to AEW. He's going to get a title match like in the first couple of weeks, and the floodgates are going to open, like of people leaving AEW.
Yep.
And that's here, and then here we go. Then we're off to the races. It's going to be great for us. Like I'm telling you, AEW fans, don't worry. Like that, it's gonna make wrestling back where it was when we were watching the Monday Night Wars. Okay, where we were tuning into both shows. And I think it's kind of great that they're not on the same night. So, and because I don't like Rampage and and SmackDown. Like SmackDown's always going to win that. Let's just be real, right? So, but yeah, we're gonna see these names. Like this is the jump off point. This is Scott Hall. Especially like when Cody shows up on WWE programming, that is Scott Hall showing up to Monday Nitro.
I've seen that. Like people have been posting that meme all the time, like lately.
And I haven't seen the meme yet.
You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey,
so that is the moment. So, and in fact, if I'm WWE, I do like AEW likes to do the nostalgic thing, right? So I have a nothing match start off Raw, and then have Cody walk through the crowd and just grab the mic in the middle of the match.
Man, I would love that.
And cut a promo like mentioning AEW's name and everything. And that would be the jump off point.
That would be so good. Yeah, it's just I have said to a bunch of friends. I mean, obviously, if you listen to this podcast, I'm very pro WWE and I'm very AEW. I'm not gonna say I'm anti AEW because I don't want AEW to fail. But I'm not like excited that I want AEW to succeed. I want AEW to be solid competition for WWE. Competition makes everything better. Right. But it's hard sometimes to take AEW seriously. So anyway, what I'm getting at is I've been in a conversation with a couple of my buddies on a group text, and we've all been talking about this. And I'm just like,
who's not? I think everybody's group text has been
it's blowing up
phone batteries.
But I just keep saying, man, this is great for business. First of all, if this is a work, or I was kind of thinking this yesterday, if this is a work,
what's the payoff?
We're like 98, 99% sure it's not at this point. But how genius would this have been if it was? This would have been one of the best works and I'd be touting AEW left and right if this happened to be one of the biggest. I don't think I would do that, but I would give credit where credit is due if this was a work. But man, and if he goes back to WWE, I love have you seen the meme of him with the throne that he destroyed?
And
he's got crazy glue in his hand instead. Man, there has been some good ones, especially you guys who maybe if you're on my side of the fence, go check out Burying Smarks _ Instagram. There's some
he's good.
There's some good stuff on there, and it's hard to argue with him. Like a lot of the stuff you're like, man, that's fucked up, but he's right. So check that out. Just check that out, man.
You'll see my comment under a few of his posts.
We've got some other stuff to get to. Other big news piece this week was Stone Cold. Stone Cold could be coming back at WrestleMania. I don't know about you, DJ, but I hate this. I don't like this.
It's man, it's gonna be hard to watch. It's gonna be very nostalgic. I'm pretty sure Texas is gonna be loving this. I almost wish, like my wish of wishes, especially with kind of a fan, like the fan of this family that I am. Kevin Von Erich has two sons that look like they can go. If you want the Texas crowd to go crazy, have a Von Erich walk down the aisle and see what happens. Watch the Jerry Dome blow off. You know?
Yeah.
So, and have Stone could like come down with them, and kind of be in the corner or whatever, but not a it's like I don't want to. I'm with you. Like it's almost like I'm a Sting fan, and every time he gets in the ring, I'm like, okay, come on, tuck your chin. There's
a couple things for me about this. One of them is Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels are two guys that said once they were done, they were never getting back in the ring. Bald ass Shawn Michaels blew that in Saudi Arabia because he got that Saudi blood money. And then so that
four guys blowing up in a tag match.
Yeah, for one of like the worst matches ever. And then now Stone Cold is like, well, he hasn't actually like teased that he's going to do it.
Right. This is dirt. This is dirt sheet stuff so far.
But it's blowing up, man. It's got steam.
Right.
So he's, saying, or he hasn't said anything, but I actually said to a buddy today, I'm like, take the WC or the AEW route and put him in a tag team with Kevin Owens. Since they both do the stunners. Austin wasn't a body guy back in the day. I think he's in better shape now than he was when he was wrestling. Like you watch those Broken Skull sessions sometimes. He'll put his arm back like that, and his arm is fucking jacked. Right. But do it that way. Take the Sting. Take the Sting from AEW route and put him in a tag match. But I hate the idea of these guys keep saying they're going to be retired, and then they come back. Like
that's that's the nature.
Money,
like
I
how
get
many
money
times
talks.
did Terry Funk, for example, retire? Like
oh
how
my
many
God,
times did Ric Flair retire?
He would get in the ring tomorrow if he could.
Exactly. So that's just kind of the nature of the beast here. Like it's hard. Like it's intoxicating, man, to have all these people chant your name and just like the movie The Wrestler.
Right.
I think it's like a lot of wrestlers said besides what was happening in the matches in the movie, the story is pretty hit pretty hard for them.
For sure. I'd be worried about Stone Cold ruining a little bit of his reputation, not reputation, but his like luster, like his every time I see Ric Flair come back, I cringe, and I don't want that with Stone Cold. Hogan, same thing. I love Hulk Hogan, not Terry Bollea, but every time Hogan comes back, I'm like, oh Jesus.
Right.
What's he gonna say? What's he gonna do?
I was like, oh boy.
I just don't want I don't want
to remember where he is this time.
Yeah. But they do need to sell tickets for this thing. As of right now, you could get
100,000.
I don't know how many are left, but you could get tickets from $42 for night one, $38. Wow. And that's on a secondary market site. That's on TickPick.
Wow. Is it decent seats or
no? They're terrible seats. You're in the 400s, but. Right. They got to sell tickets for this thing. So, they
sold all the floors. They sold out all the floor seats.
The floor seats on TickPick, like secondary market, are going. There's a pair listed row 12 for $514. That's not floor. I'm sorry. That's like.
I'm about to say 114. I'm about to go buy that now.
No, 514.
Okay.
But
I'm about to say 100. Like I'm going to WrestleMania. Like, hold on, on air.
On the floor, on TickPick right now is 1,200.
Okay, so that's what I expect. That's what I expect to, like, for next WrestleMania. That's what I expect to pay. Because I want my commemorative seat.
Yeah, I'll be in the nosebleeds. I don't know if I'm paying 1,200 to sit.
Come on down there with me, buddy.
Maybe if you pay my way.
Once.
I know. Maybe if we get a couple more $50 Patreon members.
Hey, there we go.
Maybe I'll start
the run-in team get to the floor seats at WrestleMania.
Maybe I'll start a GoFundMe. That seems to be popular in some of these Facebook groups.
Hey, if it works.
Oh man. So Stone Cold was the other news. I'm still like kind of in shock about Cody, man. It's like I feel like we didn't spend enough time on it, but I don't know what else to say about it.
It's nuts. Like I know whatever side of the fence you're on this is nuts. Like,
and that's just to go back to that for a second. I'm not a Cody fan by any means, but I'm like fucking sucked in now. I want to see what happens. I wasn't a fan of him in WWE before. I did like Stardust. I know that's corny as hell, but
the tag team, entertaining. Sure. I like the tag team.
But I'm so intrigued now to see what's going to happen. But
something's gonna, it's like Venkman and Ghostbusters. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
All right, let's get into Elimination Chamber. That is going down this Saturday. The Blood Money pay-per-view, Saudi Arabia. This one, the lineup is a little bit better, I feel like, than the previous ones. Right. I feel like this isn't just like a glorified house show.
No, this is I think it's a legit pay-per-view on the way to WrestleMania.
How the fuck are they getting the Elimination Chamber over there? I mean, obviously on a boat, but
yeah, really? Huh? Like they're gonna do some. Now that you say it, like they're gonna be doing some serious welding when they get there. Like you said, because it's some serious hardware. to be taken a long way. No,
hopefully they didn't forget anything. I don't know what, like, I don't think there's Home Depots in Saudi Arabia if they forgot something.
Oh, they got you. They got it. They got you.
They have a camel holding it in place.
No, it's like the cities over there are pretty. They're pretty modern. Like I think the stereotypes are a little out there. Like I've been in some message boards. I'm just like, yo, you guys chill. Like everybody doesn't live in tents and ride around in camels. Like that's not what's going on over there. Like they got skyscrapers and.
Whoa, there is a Home Depot in Saudi Arabia.
I told you, there's skyscrapers. They are a metropolitan city. They just have different. They just have they live in different religion law.
I knew there was McDonald's over there.
Sure.
I didn't know there was a Home Depot. Anyway, let's get into Elimination Chamber, man. We got some predictions to make. We'll talk about these matches as we go through them. Just a reminder, we changed up our prediction.
Yeah.
The way this is going to work is it's a point system now. That's right. Point system now because DJ can't beat me any other way. So we had to change the rules. I'm like the New England Patriots. Yeah, I got to change the rules to beat them. No. Well, kind of. It was I pick a match, you pick a match. Anyway, so here's how this is going to work. Elimination Chamber matches are worth 3 points if you get it right. 2 points for a title match if you get it right. And 1 point for a regular old match or non-title match, I should say. So we'll start from the bottom, work our way up. We'll go Rey Mysterio with Dominic Mysterio in his corner versus The Miz with Maurice. Maurice is going to have to cover up over there in Saudi Arabia.
She is.
Who do you got, DJ? I'm going to let you go first on this one because I'm a gentleman.
Well, and challenger comes down the aisle first, right?
That's true.
So I it's too close to the WWE 2K coming out, and you're not going to have your cover guy lose. So I'm going with Rey.
Oh, that's actually a good point, DJ.
Because soon as you hear the music, they're going to say, and don't forget to get your copy of WWE 2K22 as he's coming down the aisle. You can see this.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good point, man. Sorry, I'm just making a note here. Man.
And freaking Miz messed me up on the last pay-per-view. So
I'm going Miz. I'm going my heart. I'm doing it for John James.
Somebody's got to pick Miz, right?
So I'm doing this so it's a lot easier to keep track.
Right.
Got some highlighters out. We're getting all that's a 1 point match. The next match
1 point
is a tag team match. Ronda Rousey and Naomi versus Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. Did you see the video going around of the contract signing for this where Ronda slams Charlotte's face into the table?
Yeah.
Charlotte didn't sell it.
Right.
I don't know if that's on Ronda or if that's on Charlotte, but man, that looked bad. And if it is on
Charlotte's been doing that though. That's not the first time she's done that.
That's exactly where I was going with that. Is that if that's on Charlotte, then the fuck are you doing, Charlotte? You're gonna go to you're gonna go with AEW with Andrade?
And I don't know if you want any potatoes from Ronda.
From Ronda, right? That's a great point. I mean, Ronda is there for a reason. You gotta go with Ronda Rousey and Naomi, I think.
I'm gonna agree with that. And even I gotta give it up to Naomi in the last couple of matches. She's picked it up, in my opinion. She's not doing the white meat babyface moves anymore. She just does the booty bump, but after that, she's doing some hard hitting stuff. So I got to give it up to her. And you're on a team with Ronda. You're about to get a dub.
Yeah, I want to see more from Sonya Deville. I like Sonya a lot. I think she's great, and
very talented.
I would like to see her get a little bit more of a push, but obviously you're going up against Ronda. I don't think that's going to happen at all.
Right.
So
that's good. Give us a good match.
Yep, absolutely. Next match we got is Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Doudrop, Nikki Ash, and Alexa Bliss in the women's Elimination Chamber match.
Woo.
That's a tough one to call. As I was reading off those names, I'm like, all right, who you picking? Who you picking in my head? And I'm like, fuck, man, I don't know who I'm picking.
Yeah. So, okay. So So I rattle it off for me again.
Liv Morgan,
mm-hmm,
Rhea Ripley,
mm-hmm,
Bianca Belair,
mm-hmm,
Doudrop,
mm-hmm.
Nikki ASH. I said Nikki Ash earlier.
That's all right.
And then Alexa Bliss.
Wow. Yeah, legitimately. Okay, I'll say this. Any one of those women win, I'm not mad, to be honest with you.
Right.
I can see any one of them going forward and being like a legitimate match. So I'm gonna go Bianca.
All right. I think this is the return of Alexa to her normal, not her normal character, but a little bit more normal,
Closer.
a little bit closer, as we talked about last week. And I think Alexa Bliss is taking this to get that women's championship match at WrestleMania. Yeah, that's my pick.
Okay.
And that's worth 3 points. So if Bianca or Alexa doesn't win, no points. Big fat 0. Drew McIntyre, Madcap Moss. Jesus Christ, what are they doing with Drew McIntyre? Although I did read this week that he should be getting a push with Roman later on in the year, but Jesus.
Sure.
Jesus.
You got to give him something to do.
Madcap Moss is jacked, though.
No, he's a big dude.
He's entertaining. Like, he's not easy to hate, but like, you just can't really take him seriously.
No, he's a Billy Jack Haynes kind of a and he's going to lose at the end, but he's at least going to give you a good match.
Yeah, for sure. Who you got? You pick first. Oh no, I picked first last one. I'm going Madcap Moss because Drew McIntyre fucks me every time I pick him.
I'm going to go Drew.
All right. I'm switching, just switching markers here. Next, it's the big dog, Roman Reigns versus the douchebag, Goldberg.
Oh man. Yeah, I hope this, like, to make this go full circle, and hopefully this is Goldberg's retirement match. This being the last match on his contract. So to make it full circle, I hope it's a squash from Roman, and then Roman grabs the mic and talks smack, and somebody, and then another fight somebody runs down the aisle and another fight starts, right? So yeah, let's please, like, I'm going Roman. Hopefully this is like, maybe I'll give it a minute and a half, maybe. Hopefully.
Dude, Goldberg flies out there 16 hours, whatever it is, 20 hours, right? Gets killed by Roman Reigns in a minute and then flies home, cashes that check. Fuck him.
For a minute of work. His entrance being longer than the
actual fucking match. I'm going Roman. I can't pick Goldberg. And I hope Goldberg dies and stays in Saudi Arabia.
Well, gee.
I hope they behead him.
Wow.
I hope they behead him.
Oh, man. So no meet and greet for you, huh? For Goldberg.
Never.
Wow.
I would never pay the money to meet him.
What if it was free?
Probably not. Probably wouldn't waste my time.
Wow.
Time is valuable.
All right.
Usos versus the Viking Raiders for the SmackDown Tag Championships. I didn't even realize. I went to SmackDown in November, and the Viking Raiders were there. I don't remember they were on SmackDown until I just read that this match has happened.
That's hilarious. For poor Raiders.
It's because I don't watch,
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Viking Raiders, like, they're good. Like, it's not like they're bad. They're not a bad tag team.
No, they're not at all. I would not be upset with them winning this.
Right. And they are, I don't think they get booked that badly. They're just like, it's hard when we're, 2022 and you got a couple Vikings out there. I think that's what the thing is.
Yeah. It's like, this is the hell's the era I'm trying to refer to. The
golden?
No, not the golden. The new generation where they all had jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, but I'm going Us. I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going Usos as well, man. Yeah. Tough to pick against. They're like Roman, man. They're tough to pick against.
Yeah, I mean, they, it might be like the whole Bloodline might actually lose all the gold. Like they could possibly lose all the gold at WrestleMania, but not at Elimination Chamber. I
Right,
don't see it.
right. Next match is Becky Lynch and Lita. This might be another one we agree on, man. I don't see Lita winning.
No, this is all a set. Like this is to set up the story for Becky's match at WrestleMania. So,
sorry,
and everybody to see Lita. Everybody to see Lita come out and do the Jeff Hardy dance, and
yep.
So that's basically what this is.
I was laughing this week because somebody actually said, they were like, has anybody, there's like a billboard out in Saudi Arabia, and it's just a picture of Lita and Becky Lynch, and it says Elimination Chamber on it next to it. And people are like, do people think, like, in Saudi Arabia, think that this could actually be like a death, like I forget the term that they use now. I can't fucking think of it, but like a beheading. Like this could be something going on. Like
no.
Yeah.
Oh, people.
Two women in a picture with Elimination Chamber next to it. But
that is an interesting picture, though. Like even for here, that's an interesting picture,
right? Like if you don't know wrestling's going on, you think there's some kind of execution going on,
right? What is WWE doing? Like, like the hell? Anything for ratings,
right?
Harriet,
right? Oh man. And then last match is the men's Elimination Chamber match. This is Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Seth freaking Rollins, Austin Theory, Riddle, and AJ Styles.
Strap on the line in that match?
Yeah. Yes, for the WWE Championship.
I'm going Brock.
Damn you. I'm going Brock as well. Because it's obviously
that's for WrestleMania.
It's gonna. Well, I think it's gonna set up Brock and Roman title for title, and then unify it at Mania. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 where we agree. Out of 8, there's 3 where we don't agree. So we'll see what happens here. This Saturday night, I will not be watching.
Not agreeing.
Yeah, I will not be watching live because I'm a schmuck podcaster. My kid has I'm going to be a hockey dad all weekend long. Right. My kid has a tournament in Albany, New York, that I'm traveling to. So I'll be watching that. And
I'll probably have some pancakes and coffee and watch this one.
Is it on early? I thought it was on later for some reason.
No, I think it's 8 a.m., right?
What time does 2022 Elimination? I know it usually does.
Yep.
Elimination Chamber starts.
I think it's early.
11 a.m. So 11, yeah, 8 a.m. It's 11 a.m. here, 8 a.m. for you. Wow.
Gotcha. See.
Yep. Oh, that's a kickoff show, and the main show will be at noon. Damn, nobody in the U.S. is going to be watching that.
So 9 here.
Yeah. Damn.
Well, what else is on though?
I mean, Saturday afternoon though is like, I mean, you know this. You have a kid, like that's like running errands day, and like nobody's sitting home at noon on a Saturday doing nothing.
No, you'd be surprised because I mean, there's no football. There's like, what is it? Is it? I think later on that evening is All-Star Saturday night.
Yeah, yeah.
So
we'll see, man. I don't know. Yeah. I obviously, even if I was,
and then here that's early. Like ain't nobody going out, So
even if I was home, I don't think I'd be watching it because, my kid would have. Usually Saturdays are home games, and we're getting done at like 12 o'clock, and then we go run our errands afterwards, grab lunch, and we're not back home till 3:30, 4 o'clock.
That's when
in the afternoon. Over. So exactly. So, man, that's weird. But
East Coast folks, you like run those errands on Friday.
Yeah, Kenny's going to be doing a recap show at like 4 p.m. Be one of those recaps he does while he's at work. But. All right, let's jump in here to. So I'm changing things up a little bit, DJ.
Okay.
I feel like we're very negative sometimes on this podcast.
What?
And I want to turn over a new leaf.
Okay.
So my 3 things are all positive things. I said a lot of negative things through the Cody thing, Stone Cold thing, and the elimination preview. So I want to end the In the Ring segment with some positive stuff.
With some positive. Okay.
So I hope everybody's listening and paying attention, because 2 out of the 3 things that I'm like excited about, that I'm using positive energy towards, have to do with AEW.
Okay.
First thing comes from tonight's Dynamite. Actually, 2 things come from this week's 3
yes,
things. 3. I got 3 things that I liked about this. I'll say it now. This week's Dynamite was very good. Very good. I liked the CM Punk promo for him and MJF.
I am not crazy about Valentine.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about that being a dog collar match, but it's okay. I'm going to give it a chance.
I think it'd be all right, yeah.
I'm fucking here for Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker to have a little program.
They're going to have another match that will be a candidate for match of the year.
And hell yes, use Andrade finally.
Yeah, and looks like they're about to start a program too, like not just
that's what I'm saying, man. I'm glad to see him. I'm glad that there's actually going to be something going on there. I think we forget Andrade and Zelina Vega, they like carried us through a huge part of the pandemic era.
The beginning of the pandemic.
They were on Raw every week.
Yep.
And good. I've been a fan I've been a fan of Andrade for a while. I was hoping he'd do a Blitzkrieg show when he was independent there for a little while, but man, I am so excited to see him in that TNT title picture. Him and Guevara, they're gonna tear the house down. It's gonna be banger after banger after banger.
Or is he going against Darby? Because remember he interfered with Darby tonight.
Oh shit, you're right. Damn.
Yep.
Well, either one, to be honest with you.
I'm about to say that's still a good match. It's still a good match.
Darby and Sammy Guevara are interchangeable. I feel like we're like
pretty much
not character wise, obviously, or things like that.
I mean, a little bit heavier.
Yeah, but like they're like one's not better than the other.
No.
I'll give AEW some credit here. I was excited when I saw the main event for tonight was Sammy and Darby. I was like, okay, I'm going to make sure I'm sitting in my chair watching that when I know when it's coming on. So, my only other thing was just I like what they're doing with Ziggler and NXT, to be honest with you. I didn't realize it was like a special NXT this past week. Right. Just because I really have not been paying attention to 2.0. And I, fired up some highlights this morning. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, I watched this show because, well, I mean, that was one of my things. I wanted to give it up to NXT 2.0 this week because it was like I just kind of was passing by.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, I want to see that too. And I want to see that too. And I want, so I was like, okay, they're doing it. Like this is a decent show. Entertaining. I was there for all of it. So it's just like, yes, kudos. Like, that's the kind of producing that I think that they were looking for.
They had a decent ratings, 525,000. So
night,
up 125 from last week. 125,000 from last week, and they were on Sci-Fi instead of USA. So
exactly. So the other thing I had was like going back to AEW. So I really liked the TBS title match tonight. Imagine Thunder Rosa and Martinez becoming like a team. It looked like what happened in that match might make them at the end team up. Like that's pretty dope. Like
would not be terrible.
Imagine both of them with the half painted face and and they wear almost the same outfit anyway.
Right.
And then like we talked about before Ronda goes to WrestleMania, I'm glad to see her get some ring time. Like she was on Raw. She'll be on Saturday. Let her get some ring time. Like before, a big, the granddaddy of them all, let her get in the ring for a minute and hit the ropes and have a match in front of people.
I'm sure she's friends with Natty, and if you will follow Natty on Instagram, Natty, it looks like
works them. Yeah,
I was gonna say she has like a warehouse with a ring.
Sure, no, she works them.
Liv Morgan's always in there.
Yep.
I think Lince Dorado is like always in there. Like there's a lot of guys that are and girls that are always there working out.
Yeah.
And I'm
No,
sure
say what you want about her in the ring, as a coach and all of that. Outside of it, she's excellent.
yeah, and I'm sure Ronda's getting some reps because I'm pretty sure they're friends outside
They
of
are.
outside of the ring. Speaking of NXT, there is a new show coming this Friday on Peacock. NXT Level Up. It is RIP to 205 Live. So no more 205 Live.
I didn't even know it was still on.
I didn't either, to be honest with you. Is Main Event still on? Like I think when I
think
went
it is
to SmackDown in November, they taped like a match or two for that, but I can't remember.
Right.
So this Friday, when this drops on the 18th, 10 p.m. on Peacock, you can check out. This is the description. Catch some of WWE's brightest young talent as they look to begin their climb to the top of NXT 2.0 as WWE's groundbreaking new show, NXT Level Up, debuts this Friday night at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central.
So this is where we'll see The Rock's daughter.
Oh, yeah. There was I thought I saw the first card somewhere. Not this article, but
right.
You'll have to do some.
And that's just me talking out the side of my neck, but that's where I think we're gonna see her first. Yeah. I'm for real about that. I think that's where we'll see her first, which is where it should be.
Yep.
So it sounds like, this is like when people are first wrestling, like instead, because you can't NXT has become a show that you really can't do that on anymore. Like you need to be seasoned even for the NXT show. So this definitely is for the actual rookies.
Yeah, Kushida's going to be on this week. He's taking on Idris Enofe. Fallon Henley and Kayla Inlay take on Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley, aka Natalie Holland. Harland takes on Javier Bernal.
Remember Harland, yeah.
Alicia Taylor and Kelly Kincaid, aka Ring of Honor's Quinn McKay. We're ring announcers. I'm just kind of reading through the notes here. So we'll see what happens. Something else to watch,
Yep.
On a Friday night.
If you like to watch the rookies, get their feet wet, right. that'll be the show for you.
If you want to be a wrestling hipster and be like, hey, I saw them on NXT Level
Up. That's it. Yeah.
Before you. I saw them before you. And this IPA is delicious.
Wait till the people go to the tapings.
Yeah, right. Tony Khan, more praise for AEW. He admitted that he messed up last week when he used the phrase the forbidden door and signed or got Jay White. I keep wanting to say Jay Lethal. That's like the third time I've talked about Jay White
the
today.
J's spelled Jay.
Yep. And I've almost said Jay Lethal every single time. But Jay White, so he signed Jay White last minute because he realized he fucked up and used the phrase forbidden door, and Keith Lee didn't really fit under that forbidden door umbrella. So good for him for admitting that he messed up. I still say they should have done one of those debuts on Dynamite, one on Rampage to boost the ratings of Rampage a little bit. But what can you do? Head shrinker that is not Rikishi. Fatu? No, the other one. Fatu was Rikishi.
Because I'm like, and the other Fatu is on New Japan. He's the Samoan werewolf, which is one of my favorite wrestlers.
Head Shrinkers WWF. I should have looked this up before, but I didn't. Is
it Samu?
Yes, Samu. Thank you. Signed they called it a nostalgia deal. So hopefully this means down the road we'll be getting Head Shrinkers Elites because Rikishi's already under contract. Right. Boogeyman also signed one, so we could be getting a new Boogeyman figure as well.
All right.
We haven't had one of those in a while. Yeah. Boogeyman's been at Blitzkrieg a handful of times.
Yeah, he's been in a couple of shows in the Bay as well.
Are they doing shows over there again? I know you were talking about, like, when we first started this, you talked about, I was gonna say, you talked about a promotion over there, and then we haven't really heard anything from them.
Right. They I think they're because the mask mandate is about to get lifted here in California.
Here too, schools February 28th. No more masks.
Look at that. So I think that's what that particular promotion was waiting for. Because other than that, you have to be in a very small place. So there have been like very sparingly, like you almost have to like know the secret menu or something to catch some of these shows. So I would get like I would see the people posting pictures after the match already happened. I'm like, oh geez, if somebody would have told me that was going on, I would have gone. But APW has not had a show yet, but I think now I'm pretty sure they're revving up now because
Nice.
to me they are the promotion in the bag.
Nice. And then Brock was on Pat McAfee's show.
Yeah, this was so good.
So good. So I like McAfee on commentary, but his podcast or Sirius XM show, it like drives me up the wall. Like they're idiots on that show, and in a good way. Like they're having fun and stuff. Like I don't mean idiots. Like I can't stand them. It's just not my speed. No. However, I saw Brock was on. I fast forwarded to the Brock part. Brock doesn't do a lot of these interviews.
No, he does.
If you didn't listen to this and like Brock Lesnar more after listening to it, you got problems. He was so good on this.
He's being a very good babyface right now.
Yeah, and I always thought Brock had a little bit of Goldberg in him, where like, and he does. He didn't really give a shit about the business. He said he goes, I just want to make, but he's like, I just want to make money for my family and be a good dad. Like, I think that's so cool. He just wants to keep buying land in Canada. He's teaching himself how to be a butcher, like all kinds of stuff. He just very interesting, and he never does these kind of interviews and stuff.
Right.
So it was cool to hear him. He does a great Stone Cold impression on the podcast as well.
Yes, he did.
So check it out if you haven't already. And he also says that a lot of the kids these days, talking about like the wrestler kids, don't know how to like make themselves separate themselves from everybody else. Like they don't know how to draw money.
Right.
Which I'm gonna agree. Was interesting. So also an interesting tidbit. He didn't really watch wrestling until he was in college.
That is an interesting tidbit.
Yeah. But he said, he goes, I don't care if I'm in the Hall of Fame or not. He's like, I'm just doing, I just want to be a good person. And he definitely will be. He's like, I just want to be a good dad, a good husband, all that stuff. I was like, that's very, very cool and respectable. So check that interview out.
He'll even get collar and elbow. I mean, cauliflower ear is what I'm trying to say.
Cauliflower. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah,
we're both screwing it up.
Yeah,
and
we corrected it, Kitty. Cauliflower Ear Club. He will get in.
He's also on Butcher Brothers. I think or Bearded Butchers. He was on their YouTube and became friends with those guys. I've never watched them, but he's got a seasoning out for meat.
Really?
And they put it over pretty hard on that show.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna grab a thing of it, not a bucket.
Well. No, just a shaker.
Yeah, it's $10.99 for a shaker. If you use the code Brock, you can save 10%.
I love it.
So I think I'm gonna order some and try it.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna get a shaker of it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Good stuff there. Good stuff. And the last thing I just wanted to mention is I'm no longer a Major Mark. I'm not in the Major Brothers Facebook group or Patreon anymore.
Loud.
Yeah. I mean, I hope those guys do good. I have a ton of respect for Matt Cardona and Brian Myers and even Smart Mark. But Matt Cardona won the NWA title this weekend.
Nice.
And like I said earlier when we were talking about Cody, man, Matt Cardona, and I've said it before, I said it when he put GCW on the map, and now he's doing it with NWA. Like nobody cared about these promotions. Now Matt Cardona's in there winning titles, and people are talking about it. Like,
right.
The dude, he keeps calling WWE his developmental, and like you could not be more right. Like the guy will never be my favorite wrestler, but I respect the hell out of what he's doing.
He took the wave, like you said, that he got from WWE, and said, all right, so I don't quite fit in to be like the main event in WWE, but in these other places I can. So and these fans like it, like these, the fans of these promotions like what I do. So go where you're, just like dating, like go what like
go where you're wanted. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I don't have a problem with that.
Nope, me neither. Good for him. So congratulations to Matt Cardona on winning the NWA championship. All right, guys, we're going to pay some bills here. I'm going to take a pee. We'll be right back. Somebody said the ads haven't been playing for them. I got to look into that. I think it was Mike. I think Mike said it. So Mike, they're in there. Yeah. I got like weird ones in the beginning of last week's episode where it was like bent boners. Like if you have a like it was weird. It was like if you have a bent erection, like you call this number for like to get it fixed or whatever. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, wait, what did I search to make it have that pop up? Because that's how it works. It's smart ads. Like it gives you local stuff and stuff you searched. Like, what the hell?
Maybe they're local.
Maybe. All right, I'll be right back. All right, a Walk That Toy aisle is brought to you by our new besties. Our brand new sponsor, Wrestling Collector Shop. You can use the code RUN10 for 10% off any order, or if you spend $100, use the code RUN100. You'll get a free Elite over at WrestlingCollectorShop.com. Lots of updates from them. They are doing another mystery box on Friday night. So here's the deal. They're not sold out yet. There's 50 boxes. They are $24.95. You can use Oh, they're doing it different this week. Sorry. Let me start over. This week they're doing 100 boxes.
Whoa.
$28.99 each. One Elite or Ultimate Edition or AEW figure per box. Standard shipping rates will apply. However, the following will be included as chase pieces. Ultimate Edition Series 6 exclusive The Rock. That is the Amazon Rock, where people are selling that for over $200 at this point.
Right, I got him on my shoulder here.
Elite Defining Moments Ultimate Warrior. That is the WrestleMania 7 Ultimate Warrior with the duster and everything. That is a holy grail piece for some people. Yeah. Elite Hall of Fame $1 Million Man. Elite Build-A-Figure Vince McMahon. And AEW Unrivaled Series 1, not version 2, Brandy Rhodes. And boxes will be shipped out to the respective buyers. The best thing about these that Wrestling Collector Shop is doing is that they are, if you're not into what you get, you can say, I'm all set, and they'll give you a $20 credit for their store online. That's like how many mystery things do you get a buyback option with? Like that's
like you just got what you got.
Basically. Right. I did last week's, right? It was $24.95. Oh, by the way, with these, you can use the code RUN10 for 10% off too. So you can get your box for even cheaper. I used our code. I bought in. I picked a number. I got the Stone Cold Steve Austin Ultimate Edition coming my way. It's a figure I already have, but I'll hold on to it for a trade or something. I got it for $25. After using our code and everything with the shipping and everything, like it still was $25. And it was fun to watch the Instagram live where they're unboxing each one. So, I mean, you got a chance to get some Holy Grail pieces in this one for $28. And if you use their code, even a little bit cheaper. So, and then just a couple updates from them. They do have pre-orders for many of the exclusives. Those are up and due in later this year, including the Legends line, the Superstars line, the Ruthless Aggression line, and the Fan Takeover Ultimates, which we are going to all talk about right now. So definitely jump in on those Instagram Live mystery unboxings. They are killing it with those. And like I said, man, they're fun to watch. If I can get away from the hockey team at the hotel this weekend, I might buy in on one. I would say buy in on one, though, sooner than later, because they are going to, every week they've been selling out. So WWE did some figure reveals last week.
Here we go.
We got a lot of NWO stuff. We've got let's talk about it, DJ. Let's start with you know what? I'm gonna use a different Instagram page and just see if I can I was gonna use Ringside's page, but I think the Major Brothers actually have a better breakdown of it. Maybe not. We'll go back to ringside. Sorry.
It's all right.
No, I'm sorry. Major Brothers do. You have to scroll through them though. So let's start. We got Basic Series 130. It's Johnny Gargano. I'll tell you what, man. These pictures of the Basics look like shit. They just look like. I actually saw these. I thought they were like mini figures. I didn't know what they were. They didn't look like Basics to me. And then there's this is Grand Metalik is in there. AJ Styles, Omos, and the champ is here shirt John Cena. The John Cena even looks weird. Omos is cool. That's his first figure, first time in the line. And it is bigger than all the other figures, which is good. Johnny Gargano is the chase. He's got some blue and yellow tights and then some red, white, and blue tights. But neither one of us really neither one of us really collect Basics, so we'll move on. We got Elite. We saw pictures of Elite Series 94. That is the British Bulldog with a cloth cape and his WrestleMania or his SummerSlam 1992 attire. Bret the Hitman Hart. Also from this is going to be a chase too. There's a Bret chase from his 1991 SummerSlam match against Mr. Perfect, and then a 1992 Bret Hart against the British Bulldog. So that's cool. There's going to be a Stephanie McMahon in that line, which Attitude Era Stephanie McMahon. And last but not least, who the hell is this last one? Oh, man, it's somebody from Retribution, and I don't remember who it is. It's not T-Bar. Yeah. It's not T-Bar. And I think they've gotten released since because their Instagram name is the Great Black Otaku. Who the hell is that? I'm clicking on it here real quick. Yeah, I have no idea who this is, man. Wow.
I didn't memorize the names for it.
I will definitely be trying to grab the Bulldog and probably one, if not both, the Bretts and Stephanie, actually.
Well, because now you can recreate that main event at Wembley.
Right.
With those guys. I do like that cape. Like that's a good look for the Bulldog there.
He's got a similar figure already, a similar Elite, but the cape is plastic or rubber, and it sucks. It's like hard to pose him. I'm looking at it right now, and it's like, yeah, it's cool. I love the British Bulldog, but it's so hard to pose him because of that rubber cape.
Exactly. Kind of like Sting's jackets on
yeah. Yep. Stephanie McMahon's scan looks a little odd, but
it does.
and Hitman, man, they just cannot get his scan right. He looks like he's balding.
I think they tried too hard with the hair, I think.
Yeah, they were like everybody wants the hair away from his eyes, and then they take it away and he looks bald. He looks like he's got a 5 head. But I'm still gonna buy it.
He's always had his hair streaming down his face. It's all right.
I'm still gonna buy it. I'm a Hitman Mark.
All right.
We saw ringside exclusive Hollywood Hogan with the red belt, red and black, NWO Hogan. I already pre-ordered this.
That's funny.
Somebody commented on the picture of this, the downfall of WCW in figure form.
Man.
But some people complain about the knee pads on this one too because they're not 100% accurate. Like he wore black knee pads. I don't care about that. Like it looks close enough.
I think they wanted to just a little bit more color is all.
Yeah. It doesn't have, for me, it does not have to be 100%.
There's probably a couple nights he came out with some with some knee pads like that.
Right. All right. And then Elite Collection Legends Series 15. This is going to have Stacy Keibler, Kane with the old Raw tag titles,
right?
X-Pac to finalize that DX invasion,
right?
And Lex Luger will be the chase. Lex Luger going to be like 90s Lex Luger and like 80s Lex Luger. Yeah, there's going to be a Wolfpack and then like a early WCW. This line is intriguing to me.
When he had when he was with Harley Race's as manager and all that.
Yep. Both Lugers are a need for me. And then I might need 2 X-Pacs because the gear he's wearing under the
he's wearing the white
and black and red tights. Like that's to me, I'm like, that's like an X-Pac we need. So I really might need to buy 2 X-Pacs. I'll skip Kane. I'll skip Stacy Keibler. People are going to be going nuts for that Stacy Keibler, though, I think.
Yes.
Kane would be dope if I can find him on clearance because I want that tag title because Ric Flair won it with Roddy Piper back in the day, and I need to put it on a Ric Flair figure. But other than that, I'm good.
Definitely have enough Canes.
Yeah. Yep. And we're getting a new line, the Ruthless Aggression line. Series 1 is going to be Shawn Michaels, Batista, and Brock Lesnar. I like that they're doing this specific era of figures. They did this before, like the best of the Attitude Era. They were Amazon exclusives.
Right.
And those figures actually are pretty valuable right now. But the HBK looks perfect, man.
Yes, it does.
They nailed it. They nailed HBK's scan, but they can't get Brett's right.
I mean, these Shawns are going to take my money. That's basically what's happening here.
Yeah, we haven't even got to the next one. Then we got some pictures of Ultimate Edition Wave 13 with Hulk Hogan and Mr. T.
Oh, yeah.
I got to grab that Hogan. It reminds me a lot of the giant LJN, not the rubber one, but like the giant
I know what
plastic
you're talking
one.
about. I had that one. My grandmother even knitted like other clothes for him.
Nice, that's awesome. When my desk was the other way, if you're watching the video, you could see that in the background on my shelf right in front of the Ric Flair jersey. But yeah, it comes with that old school belt.
That was one of my favorite belts. I don't like you didn't see it much, but when we were kids, but that was one of my favorite titles.
The Mr. T looks great too, man.
That I'm definitely getting. I'm definitely gonna get the Mr. T.
Are you I was gonna say, are you gonna get that Mr. T because you got the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from me? So I was curious if you're still gonna snag that. Have 2 Mr. T's. I got to make a decision on Mr. T. The Ultimate Editions are so hard to pass on.
Right. And see, I didn't open that. Like it's still in the.
There you go.
So I figure I can open this one.
There you go.
Yep.
And then what DJ was talking about, the new images of Mattel's Ultimate Edition fan takeover Shawn Michaels. This is from Survivor Series 1995, and this is a fucking home run.
Yeah.
This is a grand slam home run. The only thing I wish is that his boots had a little bit more detail, but other than that, this is like
my only little pet peeve is that if the jacket actually had little chain, like if they made that actually like a little chain. That's it. That's all. Like that little thing, and that's all right. I'm still gonna. They still got my money.
That figure is a 9.5 out of 10, man. Like it's so hard to nitpick that figure. It's perfect. And then we're on to the next line of superstars. This will be series 2. The Ultimate Warrior getting one. He's coming with a little duster.
Yep.
Pretty cool looking warrior, actually colorful as hell.
I love the colors they picked for that one. Yeah.
Yep. Another Shawn Michaels with the blue Intercontinental title.
Sean's.
He's got the "I'm too sexy for this crowd" vest on his back.
Right.
And then he's got let's see, we also got Kevin Nash with the WCW tag title, an NWO shirt, and a Scott Hall with the spray paint WCW title. Interchangeable hands. They can do the Wolfpack sign and an NWO shirt.
I'm just gonna get the series.
Right? Just buy all 4.
Yeah.
Buy all 4, man. And that was a ton of reveals that we got last weekend. And I honestly, that was the most excited I've been about reveals in a long time. They just kept pumping stuff out. I was at my kid's hockey game and I just kept seeing like posts come through and I'm like, holy shit, they killed it. They killed it with those reveals. Also, we got some news that the original Shawn Michaels Ultimate Edition and Brock Lesnar Ultimate Editions will be re-released. Not as a new wave or anything. There's just a demand for them. Those figures right now, if you try to buy them, are so high. And there's a retailer demand. There is a consumer demand. So Mattel said, you know what? We're going to put these back out. I'm here for it, man. I need that Brock. Although I might get that Ruthless Aggression Brock.
I'm about to
because
say
he's-
the Ruthless Aggression one is more in your wheelhouse, actually.
Exactly. He's in those trunks, not in his shorts.
Right.
Yeah, man. I got a decision to make then. We'll see what happens. Decisions. We'll see what happens. We got some updates from Chella Toys.
All right.
Let's see here. Atom Bomb will arrive in our storeroom in mid to late March, ready to ship. Giant Haystacks will be arriving late March, early April. Dynamite Kid Wrestling Megastars reissue, that's the retro, will be shipping at the same time as the Atom Bombs. Big Daddy will shortly follow alongside Al Snow. The rest of Wrestling Megastars Series 2 will be available over the next few weeks, ready for pre-order. Uncensored Dynamite Kid is almost complete. That's the 6-inch line that they're doing.
Yes.
We'll have some pictures and updates very soon via their website. As
ordered
always, these are predicted timelines set by our factory. These may alter depending on the factory. The figures may come earlier or they may arrive late by a couple of weeks, but we're going to do everything in our power to make these ASAP. Thank you all. So an official update there from Chella Retros. You guys know the deal. It's shop.figurecollections.com, the only place where you should be buying your Chella toys, action figures, and you can use the code RUN10. Save 10% at checkout there. Update as of February 14th. Zombie Sailors Series 1 production is scheduled to leave our overseas within the next few days. That's as of the 14th. So we'll see what happens with that. Speaking of Chella Toys and Zombie, Chella Toys posted that, and Figure Collections posted the Gangrel retro exclusive. I like the bloody package. I like the blood on Gangrel. It looks phenomenal. Again, you guys can the pre-order for those will be going up February 26th. That's next Saturday. We'll remind you about that, of course. Again, shop.figurecollections.com. Run 10 gets you 10% off on that Gangrel retro. Thoughts on that Gangrel retro?
I do like Gangrel is definitely a toy addict guy. So I'm not sure. I'm on the fence about that one. Like
I'm on the fence on this one too.
Not,
because I love the retros, I love the Hasbros, but for me, I've talked about this before. I'm not burying anything either here. Like I've told Jack this myself. For me, the perfect retros are the ones where they fit in the line of guys we got from Hasbro or guys, guys that you're going to get from Chella and Zombie that you can mismatch together. Dino Bravo, Haku coming from Chella eventually. Even Bull Nakano, she fits in that era because she was she was right around that time. Dynamite Kid kind of fits, it's Gangrel kind of a little bit past that stage. I would prefer a Gangrel Bone Crusher because he fit in that era. But I mean, this is a cool ass figure, and it's tempting as hell. It's a Figure Collections exclusive as well. So keep an eye out. February 26th, you'll be able to order that. Nice. The retros from WWE, from Mattel, are shipping. I have not gotten my shipping notification though yet. DJ, have you gotten yours?
No, I have not.
All right, Phil and Zach in our inner circle have gotten theirs. Me, I don't think Kenny's gotten his. Me, DJ, and Mike have not gotten ours either. So,
all right.
Weird. So, Zach, don't sell yours just yet, just in case one of us needs them. Don't put them on. Don't put them on eBay yet. And then what else we got here for some news? Oh, new WWE Pops.
Yeah, they were pretty good too.
They are pretty good, man. I'm trying to stay away. This is a constant struggle for me, man. Because I'm always like, I'm not going to buy the Pops if they have better versions of their own figures, but I'm a sucker for anything NWO. And there is a 3-pack of Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hollywood Hogan.
They sure do. I like the Eddie in the Impala.
In the car. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the Undertaker in the coffin too, actually.
That one's pretty good too, yeah.
There's Brock Lesnar with his man bun. There's another Razor Ramon coming, which I never got the original Razor Ramon, I don't think. There's 2 Mick Foleys. There's a Dude Love coming and a 2000 Royal Rumble Cactus Jack with a Royal Rumble pin. And then there's a fiend-ish Alexa Bliss and a DX2 pack with Hunter and
Oh yeah. That was the other one I was looking at.
Another HBK figure.
Yes.
Hopefully, with these new contracts, we get. I am all for like as many HBK figures as we can get, but hopefully, a little less him, Warrior, and Macho Man, and more, more Haku and the head shrinkers and stuff like that. But
sure. Then you could really have the bloodline. Like you can have the real bloodline.
Toy Fair, it was supposed to be this weekend, obviously canceled because of COVID. But NECA, Hasbro, actually AEW, Jazzwares have all announced that they'll be revealing stuff this weekend. So we'll definitely share some stuff on our social media.
To talk about again.
Yeah, next week we'll have all kinds of stuff to talk about. Update on my purge. I have sold a bunch of Ninja Turtle Super 7 Ultimates as of today. Some other stuff out the door. So the purge continues on. DJ, I know you're a big Transformers guy. I might have some Transformers for you.
I'll look at them.
All right. Some G1 Transformers.
I like G1.
But they're the Walmart re-releases, so they're not
that's
like real
right.
G1. But I'll send you some pics, man.
Yeah, I don't need it like the real G1 to take your G wallet. So yeah.
So I'll give you that good brother price. Yeah. Weekly purchase time, man. What you got?
Well, let's start with.
Oh, that's right. You were in Vegas.
Yeah. So, but I would get to that last. But so I bought my first figure that I'm completely bought this to flip.
Oh.
So.
Oh no!
Yeah. I got the Cody Rhodes.
It's a Cody Rhodes LJN. Oh man,
I totally got this to hold on to see what happens.
I think that is one of those figures that people are going to wish they had held on to, or they wish they snagged on clearance.
Right. I mean, kind of like how we met. Like I bought those Hasbros just on a, what, let me get these, not even knowing. And then so that's what I feel about this LJ right now.
Did you get it on clearance at Walmart?
I got it at Target.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, so it was $18. So
not bad. I mean, and like I said, I feel like especially when more of those LJNs drop.
Yeah, because the Derby is next. So
Darby's postponed. Darby was supposed to be in the line with Brody Lee.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got postponed because his proportions were messed up. They couldn't get the size right. So he's postponed for now. So hopefully down the road we get more of those. And I think once we start getting more of those, people are gonna be like, "Shit, I need the Cody."
Right.
So,
and then of course it being like one of his last AEW figures,
right?
Like as if what we know so far.
Right. I wonder what if we're gonna see more Codys with the reveals. Next week.
That's interesting because don't they have like a premium figure?
Supreme line, Supreme line.
Well, we'll see. Thanks to the Phil Gentile, friend of the show, found the other Sting.
Woo! That's the half Darby face.
That is the half Darby face T-shirt bat Sting, and I already have the one with the jacket.
Nice.
So we're all set there. All I need, so doesn't he have I think he's about to have a wrestling buddy, isn't he?
Yep.
So I think
according to those pictures we saw last week.
Yeah. So if those are true, then I get that and I'll be all set. So now let's go to Vegas.
Let's go.
So one of the nights we went to go see, any Prince fan out there, we went to go see Purple Rain.
Nice.
And then so we went to the little merch shop right next to the theater. I was like, they got figs. So so I got the Prince pop.
Nice.
With the 3 lens sunglasses that Velveteen Dream used to wear. And he's rocking the guitar there. He'll go.
I have a Prince pop.
It's, yeah.
It's just the Purple Rain suit, though. It's not the. He doesn't have the glasses on.
Okay. And then Super Bowl. We went to if you ever going to Vegas, another tip. So you go downtown, of course, there's the Fremont Experience, but a little bit literally a couple blocks over, there's a park. It's called Container Park. And
Mm.
the reason why it's called that is they recycled the containers you get off of ships, right?
Hmm.
And they got them stacked up. But when you walk in the park, you see that they are they've been converted into little like shops and everything, and even a playground. And for free, they were showing the Super Bowl on a big screen, and you got to sit on the lawn and drink. Like, they had a guy that was selling beer, $5, $5 a cup. You got beer. So, and then you had a lady selling popcorn. You had a candy shop. So I was like, oh well,
Nice.
this is where we're watching the Super Bowl, right? So, so Modelo, I'll give them their shout out.
When I was drinking, I loved Modelo.
So they were there. They were also there for this thing, and they were doing giveaways. I was sitting there with my Bo Jackson jersey on. So, and remember, this is Vegas, right? So the first thing they handed me was I got this black Nerf ball with Modelo and the Raiders
nice,
on
the
it.
Raiders.
Yep. Then we got the Michelob Ultra, kind of the koozie here. And then I got a whole bucket. Like they gave
Nice.
me a whole. It's a Black Raider Modelo bucket for ice and putting brews in there.
Nice.
So
Cleaned up, man.
I mean that thing alone, right, is like close to $20 alone, right? So
all right.
So
nice
yeah, I was like, I think I got a little come up there. So and
stuff,
we had a good time, and because that was kind of our Valentine's thing as well. So Valentine's, Super Bowl, fun.
The difference between your Valentine's weekend and my Valentine's weekend.
I did like the ice cream picture, by the way.
Oh, that was from a long time ago, actually. Too.
Oh, really?
That was from over the summer.
Oh, okay.
No, I worked on Valentine's, man. I did trivia.
Oh, that's right.
I was out entertaining, and my kid had baseball practice. This is what happens when you're married. So I brought a pizza home from the place that I do the trivia at on Monday nights.
Yep.
We watched Ozark. No, nope. meat lovers. I went home and we fell asleep watching Ozark. That's married life 101, bro.
Fell asleep watching
Ozarks after eating some pizza.
Television.
Yeah. My weekly purchases. I know I talked about the purge. However, this week is one of those weeks where I think I purged just as much as I took in, so I think I broke even. But first up, finally arrived. I opened it already. I was gonna save it for the pod, but I opened it early because I could not wait. The Ultimate Edition, Ultimate Warrior. Has yours shipped yet?
I have not gotten a shipping notice yet.
Oh,
and
no.
I check every day.
Oh man. Well, I will hold on to the Legends one that I have over here for you just in case, because they really are. Honestly, they're super similar.
They are super similar.
The only difference
definition on.
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say. And then you can take the head off, and he's got no face paint on.
Right.
On the Ultimate Edition. So I will hold on. I was actually thinking of you when I was putting the new one in. I was like, let me hold on to that one just in case, because Amazon is not 100% reliable these days.
I ordered the day of, like the day. Yeah.
That's the thing too, is like there's no rhyme or reason to it.
No, I can see if like you waited and then just like say ringside, like if you wait, then you're going to get the back order, right? Which to me is fair. Like that's fair.
Yep.
But to do it on the day of, and you're seeing people like some getting it and some not, come on, at least give us a rhyme and reason. And we're us as collectors, we're pretty down with that if we know rhyme and reason. Just give us
it's the same thing with the retros. It's like, why are Phil and Zach getting their shipping? We all ordered at the same time, and me and you haven't, and Mike haven't gotten it yet. So courtesy of John James, got the Ric Flair Funko pin. He snagged that for me at.
That's actually dope.
It's huge, dude.
I'm never
gonna wear this as a pin. This is simple. This is gonna be a display piece, 100%. But
yeah, I did not expect that at all.
I also got in the mail today Thanks, Walmart, for the bent package. But I got the Honky Tonk Man Superstars.
Tonk Man.
A couple of weeks ago, I talked about how my Hollywood and Honky Tonk Man both got delayed.
Yep.
And randomly the other day, I got an email saying this was coming. Unpunched card, too. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm probably going to rip it open, but whatever. The back of these packages, though, man,
are
so nostalgic. Yeah.
Yep.
Part of me wants to do like a whole set of these as mint on card and a whole set of these loose, but I'm trying to cut back here. I might just do Flair loose and MOC, but we'll see what happens. I haven't seen Flair yet. Then, courtesy of Figure Collections, I bought in the spirit of the bone crushing wrestlers, I grabbed the Blue Blazer.
The Blue Blazer. Bone
Crusher. Me and Jacob, I meant to buy this off of him like 2 months ago. We've been going back and forth. And finally I was just like, he was like, you gonna buy this or what? And I was like, yeah. My favorite part about getting these is looking at the back of the box and seeing all the old figures.
Yep.
Like, remember the Signature series, their autographs on their legs?
Yes, I had a Stone and a Undertaker of those.
Yeah, they're on the back here. Stone Cold, Undertaker, Triple H, The Rock, Jacqueline, Edge, Signature Series 3.
That should be. I bet you that figure is probably
fully loaded. Man, yeah. So got that, and then last but not least, I finally got. So last Thursday, my phone blew up because I forgot the name of the store actually already. It's like Paul. I keep wanting to say Paul Blart, like the mall cop.
The mall cop.
But it's Paul something. Shit. Now I feel like an asshole because I can check my email. Because I can't remember the name of it. Paul Mart store.
Well, that's close.
yeah, that's why I keep thinking Paul Blart. So Nick Thompson from the Fig Cave and the Patreon, Mike Lanham, Carlos Mendez, also known as Charles Andrew. Like, a bunch of people messaged me saying, hey, this guy's got the Goon up on his website.
Yeah.
You need to jump on it here. Mike was even like, I'll order one for you if you're busy or whatever. He not just Instagram messaged me, like our group chat, but also sent me a legit text message and was like, hey, order this. So I got the Goon.
Our group doesn't mess around.
No. Everybody knew how bad I wanted the Goon.
Yeah, I mean, anything Sting, like I get, I get pinged. Which is cool. Keep doing that. Like, but
absolutely. So Paul Mart, whatever it is, Paul Mart Bart, whatever. Honestly, they ship paulmartstore.com. Shipped super fast. I think I got this on Monday, actually. So, and I ordered on Thursday. So can't beat that. It came pretty good, pretty well packed. Price wasn't too bad. It was $29.99 with free shipping. So, can't beat that with a stick. I'm pretty pumped about that. So I'm going to keep my eye on their store. They had the Superstar line actually up. Same thing, $29.99 with free shipping.
I'm looking at them right now.
Those, I think the Superstars are gone, but that was my weekly purchases this week. So we are running right through the show this week. It is now time for Falls Count Anywhere. Falls Count Anywhere is a part of the show where we talk about anything we want to talk about. We give you our top 5 every single week. And now we are going to introduce a new segment, a very innovative segment here, DJ. Q&A. We're going to we're going to have you guys ask us questions every single week. We'll answer them right here on the pod. It can be literally about anything. Be about figures. It could be about wrestling. It could be about pro sports. It could be about relationships. It could be about anything. We'll get to that in a little bit. First, we got to do our top 5 for this week. This week's top 5, your top 5 potato chips. Oh, by the way, Falls Count Anywhere is brought to you by Homage. use our affiliate link that's over at runinpod.com and click that link that is under deals. Go to Homage, buy a bunch of stuff. You can use the code the Run In for 15% off your first order, but use our code and help us out over there over at runinpod.com. The Homage affiliate link. It's also at the link in our bio on Instagram and Twitter. And that code Run In will get you 15% off your first order. Alan Day won a $50 gift card to Homage this week just by being a Patreon member. That's all he had to do, $50. And he had just messaged me earlier in the week telling me he did his first Homage order and how comfortable the shirts are.
Man.
And that his wife was already trying to steal them. So,
well, that should tell you something right there.
Absolutely. I said, bro, buy your wife some hoodies from there. Get her own line of clothing from Homage, and you won't have to worry about that. So
exactly.
My wife loves Homage as well. So DJ, you got to get your girl some stuff from Homage.
Will do.
But all right, top 5 potato chips, DJ. Now I'm interested on this one because like regional, there's different regional, like, so we're doing straight potato chips. Like you can say flavored, like barbecue is okay, sour cream and onions okay.
Right.
But you can't be like, I like Doritos. That doesn't work. It's got to be strictly potato chips.
Really?
Did I just mess up your top 5?
You did.
Oh no. What did you have that you got to take out of there?
All of them, actually.
Doritos?
I read it as chips, and so basically anything in a bag of like
all
what
right,
you
fuck
call
it.
chips.
Let's do our favorite chips.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be hard now. I was worried about that. I was worried that was gonna happen, but mine actually won't change too much. What do you got for number 5?
Number 5, I got the spicy pork rinds.
Ooh, so I do keto on and off, and pork rinds are a lifesaver sometimes. There is a I'm writing my list out here while I'm
sure.
While I'm
trying
doing
to
this.
do 2 things at once. That's right.
There's
keto and
there's a brand that Costco carries.
Okay.
And I forget the name of them, but no, it's not Kirkland. But they are so good. I wish I could think of the name of them. They're like, it's like a chili flavored, chili and sea salt flavored.
That does sound pretty.
Pork rinds. So I didn't know.
I'm gonna have to try that
guy.
Yeah, I have to look for that.
My number 5 is going to be nacho cheese Doritos.
All right.
Number 5.
Cannot go wrong with those.
Kind of weird for me, but like I'm not a big, honestly, I'm so plain Jane when it comes to the Doritos. Like I just love it. Old school nacho cheese or Cool Ranch Doritos. I'm not crazy about all the crazy flavors that they have.
Some of those flavors are kind of out there.
They used to have a cheeseburger one that actually was really good. Like back in the day.
Oh, they still to this. Oh, still here. It's seasonal though. Is taco flavor. That's an automatic. If I'm out shopping and I see taco flavor, it automatically goes in the basket.
All right. What do you got for number 4?
The fuego flavored Takis.
I have never had a Taki in my life.
You will love it. I love how they're rolled. So it's like it's basically a rolled tortilla chip. So you'll love it.
I see them in the store all the time. And I'm like, man, I do want to try these. And I try to get my kid talks about them because like all his friends like them. But my kid's a picky eater. He like is a little scared to try them. I think he thinks they're
spicy.
I was gonna say I think he thinks they're spicy, like even the blue ones. And
the blue one's not as spicy. They're more salty than anything. The fuego though is spicy.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And then there are some sweet. There's a cinnamon flavor too. There's a cinnamon flavor as well.
Okay. I didn't know there was a cinnamon one though. I like the sound of that. My number 4 is wicked plain, but so good.
Okay.
Multi-grain Tostitos scoops.
I like the scoop. I like scoop Tostitos.
And the multigrain, for whatever reason, is way better than the regular.
Okay.
Take my word for it. Try
both.
it.
Yeah, I have not tried both. I will definitely give. It's worth a try for me. But yeah, I love the scoops because that I just kind of like that. You know, I'm a hummus eater.
Yeah. Oh, I love hummus.
And hummus and salsa, and boom, when you have the scoops, it's just so easy.
Yeah, and buffalo chicken dip, they go with everything. The chili, like you get the multigrain and chili is like chef's kiss.
I didn't even think about that. Okay.
What do you got for number 3?
Funyuns.
Oh man, I loved Funyuns when I was in high school.
Yes.
I had like a long walk home from school every day, and I would
the
always
$2 bag.
Yep, stop at the grocery the gas station and get Funyuns and a Pepsi on my walk home. But my number 3 is not Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but the cheddar jalapeno Cheetos. It's the orange.
I do like the cheddar jalapeno Cheetos.
The orange and green bag, and just recently, one of my old jobs, like they had them in the vending machine, like here and there. And me and the guy I worked with, every time they had them, we would buy every single bag because you couldn't get them at the grocery store or Target or Walmart around here until recently. Now you can get them like easily, but it took a long time for them to get them here. So those are my number 3 favorite, hands down. What do you got for number 2? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna elaborate. Like those are no joke.
So good.
The jalapeno Cheetos.
They're better than I think they're better than Flamin' Hot too, to be honest.
I'm not a big fan of Flaming Hot to begin with. And that's including with the Fuego. Like the Fuego Takis taste different than Flaming Hot. Just to let you know.
All right. I might try those this weekend. This weekend's a cheat weekend because it's hockey tournament weekend. So
I'm
eating a ton of junk food anyway. So maybe I'll do a live taste test on our Instagram or something.
There you go. Have some water ready.
What do you got for number 3?
The original Cheetos. Or 2. Dude. That's number 2. Yeah.
Puffs or crunchy?
Crunchy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crunchy is so good. I hate the puffs. I don't hate them.
I kind of feel cheated, to be honest with you, with the puffs. I feel
it's all air.
I feel like they filled this bag and I didn't get as many chips as I should be getting. That's what I feel like. So with puffs.
My number 2 is the honey barbecue flavor twist Fritos.
I was about to say, are you about to say Fritos? And yes, you did.
Yep. Also, this could be a tie or honorable mention. Frito scoops are better than regular Fritos as well. The only problem with Fritos is the stink. Like they don't smell. Fritos don't smell good.
No, you need to brush, mouthwash, and then chew some gum before you go talk to your girl.
But every chip has a downfall like that. It's like Cheetos make your hand all orange. Doritos do the same thing. Potato chips. Well. Potato chips get your hands all greasy.
Yep.
What do you got for number 1, DJ? Your favorite chip?
Number 1 is the spicy nacho Doritos.
Oh, all right. Number 1 for me, dude, is so plain. It's just potato chip. Like I love the lightly salted Lay's. Also, if you have lightly salted Lay's and then you have like regular Lay's, you realize how much fucking salt is on the regular one. I'm not trying to be salt. Yeah, I'm not trying to be like hey, you should eat healthier, but like you realize afterwards. You realize afterwards how much fucking salt is on those, and the lightly salted is like a
perfect. Bump on my tongue after eating a bag of Lay's.
But I have a tie for number 1 because I could not. If you put these 2 bags of chips in front of me, I could not choose between them. And I don't know if you guys have them out in California, but here there's a Cape Cod potato chip company.
We do.
Their reduced fat kettle cooked potato chips are so fucking good. They're like the kettle cooked. They're hard. And the reduced fat ones are better than the regular ones, which is weird. They're so good. We just got a bag from Costco on Friday, and it's Wednesday. They were gone last night.
So if somebody, so we should do like a challenge. Get like your 2 number 1s, and then get like the Flair Superstar figure. And say you have to pick one of these bags of chips for this Flair.
Oh man. I don't know what I'd pick. I'd probably pick the Cape Cod, to be honest with you.
All right.
But
Because
Let
it's
us
kind of
know.
close to you. Huh?
Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with that. They could have been called the New York potato chips or something like that, and
All right.
they're still fucking good as
All
hell.
right. I'm just testing it.
All right. Speaking of chips, that's half the bag got eaten during the Super Bowl. So that's our top 5 for this week. By the way, chips. Let us know in the comments or wherever.
They're gonna come at us on this.
Yeah, what your top 5 chips are. Super Bowl. What a game. What a halftime show.
Yes.
You know where this Super Bowl's lacked though?
What's that?
The commercials.
Oh yeah, they were so.
Feel like there was any memorable commercials.
And I got a bunch of like local commercials.
A bunch. I got like 1 or 2, which is normal. We didn't really get a bunch.
I got a
though.
bunch of Vegas lawyer commercials.
That's weird because we got one for a Connecticut lawyer. It was like right after halftime.
Okay, so the lawyers were out there.
Yeah, I mean they got the money, but
right.
Yeah, the commercial wise, I was like, what the hell? Where are the commercials at? Halftime show was fire.
Yes, it was.
This is me being 39 years old. I could have done without Kendrick Lamar. I like Kendrick Lamar as a rapper, but
he should have went with the hits. Like you go to Be Humble.
Yeah.
At the Super Bowl. Okay. Like yeah, because
I love that song.
Because I happen to like the song that he played, but I know that song is not the most popular one. You're at the Super Bowl, you play the hits. Like, you know, you don't have like Rolling Stones come out and do the song that they wrote a couple weeks ago. Like, you know, you go with the hits at the Super Bowl.
Yep. The only thing I think that could have made it a little bit better was if the cars that were on the field had hydraulics in them and started bouncing.
They probably didn't want because they probably didn't want any fluid on the grass.
Well, even if they were fake, they just make them bop up and down somehow.
You had a bunch of guys crip walking. That was good enough for me.
Right? and Snoop Dogg lighting a blunt up before he went out, or a joint up before he went out.
Like, what did you expect? I'm like, what did you expect?
Dude, the NFL with their fucking bullshit rules. Like Snoop can't smoke. They didn't want Eminem to kneel. They didn't want Dre. There was like a line in one of the songs about the cops. Like, just let them do their thing, man. Like,
what did you expect?
Right,
what did you think? Somebody was going to kneel during one of these songs.
Right. And I'm sorry, man. I predicted, like, I put up on my Facebook. I was like, on my personal Facebook, I'm like, man, I didn't want that to end. And I
wasn't ready for it then. Yeah.
I saw somebody comment, and I go, oh man, this girl is gonna be hating on this. Like, she just hates everything. Right. And sure enough, she was like, and I looked at my wife and I'm like, yep, Jamie, she's going to say she doesn't like it. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, she goes, I'm the only one I think thought it sucked. And then she goes, well, I liked Eminem. And I'm like, you racist bitch. You're basically saying all the black people sucked, but the white guy was all right. Like, get out of here.
Like all those hits that came out of that whole thing, and a black woman, by the way.
Right, Mary J killed it, and she looked great. She's like 51. Yes. She looked great.
So to say, that's totally hating. Go listen to your,
Papa Roach,
Pat Boone records, and
Jason Aldean or whatever.
Yeah, and have a Coke and a smile. And
did you win any money in the Super Bowl?
I did not.
Oh man, I bought like
4 points.
My kids' baseball team did squares. 2 of the bars I do trivia
squares.
Did squares. I bought them. One of the bars I do trivia at gave me 5 and 2 as my square numbers. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Just take my money. Like, what the hell? But I didn't hit on any of my squares. Neither did my wife.
I had a 3 and a 1, but which is plausible, but just didn't happen.
Just didn't happen. But very enjoyable Super Bowl overall. Bengals obviously didn't win, but they got nothing to be ashamed of. I told my stepdad afterwards, man, I'm like, Joe Burrow is for real.
Yes, he is. And they're 3 on their offense, Chase and Mixon. I think you do what you got to do to keep those guys together, get you an offensive line, and they're going to be fine. Yeah, and the offensive line came to be their Achilles heel because there's a picture going around where was it? I think it was Chase was wide open, Ramsey fell or something, and Aaron Donald was already having lunch.
Yep. Good for the Rams too. Like, congratulations to the Rams. And LA is like officially taken over as title town They took it from Boston.
City of Champions, and that's literally the name of like the nickname for Inglewood is City of Champions.
Yeah, you mentioned that last week.
It's worth mentioning again. It's all right.
You didn't go to the parade?
No, I didn't. Like, did you not see those people set fire to a bus?
Oh
I'd
no, I
rather,
didn't see that.
yeah, I'd rather watch.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, they I'm glad that they did that for the right there at home.
Yeah, that's cool.
Aaron Donald, who possibly could be walking away.
Yeah,
That was a great way to go out with a sack. So some people were bitching about the calls. I was like, hey, that's football.
Yeah,
I think
bad calls on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, they got the Bengals got a touchdown on a missed call. So have a seat. It's all it kind of evened out
for sure. There's something else I was going to say. I forget what I was going to say, but anyway, we'll move on.
All right.
Super Bowl. Oh, we got to shout you out, man. You won our prediction championship for the season because Phil didn't make a pick. Even though I blew up his phone all weekend, like, hey, you got to get me your picks. You got to get me your picks. You got to get me your picks. Never got me his picks. And Mike was the only other one that could beat you. He picked the Bengals. So
he sure did. Yep.
Congratulations. You finally won some kind of prediction championship.
But
you have no belt. So time for questions.
Come up with something for football season.
Yeah. Time for the Q&A. Again, we threw this out in the Fig Cave and on Twitter. We're going to start doing this every week. If you guys got questions for us, fire them off. We'll pick one from the line of questions. We'll each pick one. That's how we're going to do this. We're each going to pick one, and we'll answer it for you right here on the show before we wrap up. So mine comes from this month's Patreon winner of the $50 gift card to Homage, Alan Day, also friend of the show. Also, check out Too Old for This Shit podcast.
Yes, sir.
He says, knowing what you know now, if you could go back in time and watch any event, pay-per-view, concert, or game live, what would it be? I realize this is super broad. Feel free to narrow it down as you see fit. So the first time I read this, it was like, what of those events would you want to be at?
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily watching on TV.
Right.
For me, this is I have like three maybe that come to mind.
Okay.
I'm going to answer it with the three.
Okay.
I would love to have seen Freddie Mercury in person, like live,
Sure.
as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to be in attendance when the Red Sox won the World Series in 2004.
Okay.
And broke the curse. I remember where I was, like what I was doing that night leading up to it, everything. I wish I was obviously there. And then the only other thing was that like really stands out is the Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl where Malcolm Butler makes that interception at the goal line. And I mean, say what you will about the Seahawks not making the right call there. As a fan of the other team,
as the fans of the Patriots, you had to have lost your shit.
Yeah, I did lose. I talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Where like I'm jumping up and down on our floor.
Yeah, that's right. 4
or 5 of my friends who are all bigger guys. And my wife was legitimately concerned that our floor was going to cave in.
Right.
And it was just unreal, like to be there and see that. I mean, there's other stuff that popped into my mind, like seeing Pearl Jam, like back in like 92 when they were like, 'cause they're my favorite band of all time, when they were like, first busting out on the scene. I thought about that, being able to see like, like I said, Freddie Mercury in person, like Prince, people that, icons. I would love to see like icons live. I love concerts.
Sure.
So seeing some of those, I would love to be able to have seen, but those three are the ones I narrowed it down to. I thought about it like all day. Once I saw that question, I was like, that's the one I'm going for. So,
right.
What about you?
Yeah, I wanted, so definitely I would like to have been there for the Shaq to Kobe alley-oop against the Trailblazers.
Mm-hmm.
Because kind of like you, like me and my friends were watching on TV, and to see the team, like we were about to lose. Like people don't realize that play, we were losing.
Yep.
And they made this huge comeback, and that was the topper of it. And we literally like lost our minds and started running down the street yelling, like
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
But I'd like to have been at Staples Center though. I bet you that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, concert, Michael Jackson. I really wanted to go to a Michael
Oh
Jackson
yeah, I would love to
concert.
see Michael Jackson.
You know, we missed that, you know, because they look, you know, especially if you have a good, like, I want a good place where I'm not going to get crushed.
Yeah. Yep.
Still looking to go to a Rolling Stones. I do at some point want to go to a Rolling Stones show.
Hell yeah. My parents went and saw, so my mom loves music.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of, I obviously being a DJ and stuff like that, got that passed down to me. And my mom and my stepdad went and saw Rolling Stones. They were on the field at Gillette Stadium the first year it existed. That was the first event at Gillette Stadium after they built the new stadium and everything. My parents were on the field and saw the Rolling Stones there. And I didn't go with them. It was like their anniversary present or something like that. But they've come back a couple times and I've tried to get tickets and just it hasn't happened.
Right. So yeah, those were definitely the ones that I could think of. That yeah, I'd like to live those and be there.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's do your question.
All right, Javier Diaz, another friend of the show. He helps us. He's been helping. He's
and a winner.
A winner, helping us out. Day one guy. His question. What do you think of the Doctor Strange trailer and the confirmation that Professor X, played by Patrick Stewart, is gonna be in it, and thus debuting the Illuminati of the Marvel Comics in the MCU?
I'm gonna let you take all that because I saw this question. I was like, whoa. I'm gonna let you take it because I saw the trailer. Mm-hmm. I'm still not. I need to rewatch the first Doctor Strange. As an X-Men
probably
fan,
need to rewatch it a couple of times.
Right. As an X-Men fan, though, I'm pumped that Patrick Stewart is Professor X. I think that's perfect. You take the you run with that question.
Yeah, so there's so much to unpack on the trailer. Of course, I'm not going to do it now because that would give, you know, this whole Zach will really be cussing me out. But I'm seeing this movie day one. Patrick Stewart as Professor X, like one of the reasons why I got excited, even beyond the Illuminati thing, is then I think we know who's going to be Wolverine in the MCU. So that's what made me excited to see Patrick Stewart. Like, and not that I don't like him as, like, you know, of course I want to see Professor X, but everybody wants to see Wolverine, and it should be Hugh Jackman.
Yep, 100%.
So, and I think that, to me, I think that kind of cemented it, that they said, because that was, I can see him saying that's one of my terms, is that's Professor X if I'm going to do Wolverine a couple more times for the MCU. So, sure. So I'm pretty sure. So some of you are like, well, who's the Illuminati? It's not what, you know, it's not, we're not talking about the secret group that people, you know,
Jay-Z.
Yeah. No, so that is, oh God. So that is Doctor Strange, it's Professor X, it's Mr. Fantastic. And they kind of form this group because they, you know, they want to do good. And, you know, those are like some of the most brilliant minds, right? But they, you know, I won't give too much away, but a lot goes, you know, from them and their combined powers, of course, and intelligence, like, just kind of create havoc, even though they're trying to do good, but you know how that goes. So that's who the Illuminati is. And so that is kind of like, it's kind of a precursor to it. Mm-hmm. But they're going to walk, they will definitely walk towards that. I don't think that'll be, you know, that, knowing how the MCU works, we'll get a couple of years before that. I'd like to see X-Men first. You know, let's get the X-Men movie going first. Preferably with having like Deadpool show up in the X-Men movie as well.
Yep.
But I, you know, as a Marvel reader, you know, I am into the cosmic thing. I just think it's going to be interesting for the people who are not, you know, so like you're used to, you know, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, you're not going to really see a lot of them. So, so I just think it's interesting to see what's going to happen with the casual audience with the cosmic.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait for another big Marvel movie. I know we just got Spider-Man, and I know it's the one that's Morbid. How's the one? Morbus, yeah. Is the next one coming out?
Right, which means that we're gonna get Blade.
Right. So it just never ends. That Marvel universe never ends. All right, guys, time to start to wrap things up here. But before we do, we got to do what you're watching. So I fucked up last week a little bit. I said that Pam and Tommy was a movie because I thought it was. Yes, because I started watching it at like 3:00 in the morning when I couldn't sleep, and I basically like turned it on, started watching it, fell asleep, woke up, it was still on. I didn't realize it was a series, so I rewatched it. I fucking love it, dude. It's actually really. I mean, there's some cheesy parts. If you haven't watched it already, there is some cheesy parts. Seth Rogen is producing it. Seth Rogen's in it. So there's going to be some cheesy, funny parts or parts that just make you go, what the hell? Seth Rogen was high as fuck when he wrote that part.
He'll probably tell you that he was.
Yeah. So there's like two episodes left that I've got that I'm waiting for to drop. The girl who plays Pam Anderson, though, it does a really good job of playing her. And the guy who plays Tommy Lee actually does a great job.
No, I agree. Like when you see the trailers, because there's also a documentary about to come out about the same thing. And if you watch the commercials, you get them crisscross because you're like, wait, because everybody they did a great job casting for this movie or series.
And it's super fun to go back to like 1996 and 1995 and stuff, and the internet is just coming out and stuff like that. It's pretty good, man. And then I just been watching a shit ton of Olympic hockey. U.S. women are on right now. Actually, I believe it's 12:30 in the morning.
Were they not?
Guys at Canada isn't doing well either, and those are usually the two powerhouses. Canada got beat by Sweden today 2-0. So U.S. and Canada might be out of the finals, but women are killing it. And other than that, though, I watched a little King of the Hill this week.
How about the first black female speed racer or speed skater won gold?
I haven't really watched much of the Olympics other than curling and hockey. Like those are really.
Oh, you like curling?
I love curling. There's actually a couple rinks around here that my kid plays at where they have curling at it.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, though, not watching too much, man. Been playing a lot of video games lately. Been playing a lot of NHL 21.
Sure.
Played a lot of Madden. Had an undefeated season in Madden. Pat myself on the back. Fuck you, 1972 Dolphins. And all went all the way and won the Super Bowl. And Grand Theft Auto, man. Keep playing that. Oh, new gen Grand Theft Auto is coming soon.
That's true. So, I'm waiting for 6 though. I'm ready for another.
Yeah, I don't think I'll buy that. I was saying to Mike Lanham that like I already have gotten so far in the one that I have. Like, why would I start over?
That's funny.
Like, hopefully everything would cross over or transfer over.
Maybe
I don't know if I want to
transfer some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to buy a whole new game. So we'll see what happens. But what about you? Oh, and Peacemaker, of course. How could I forget? Peacemaker also renewed for season 2. Thanks to Kenny for that information.
All right. So I did watch some Peacemaker. The Secrets of Playboy documentary series.
I gotta watch that. I need to watch that.
And then that kind of ties into the docuseries I watched on Showtime. It's called We Got to Talk About Cosby. And it kind of it ties into the Secrets of Playboy. It really does, because they kind of show you, well, at least with the Cosby one, like how there were even breadcrumbs he was leaving that we didn't notice.
Damn.
Yeah, it's bad. It like I don't have any, like, after watching this, I don't have, like, not that I had a lot of doubt, but even that little bit of maybe he didn't do it was gone after I watched this. And then on the Peacock, Bel Air, the show that, like, it's the remake of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but has a more drama tone to it. It's not a comedy.
Yeah.
Good.
Saw commercials for that during the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, and I was like, "What are they doing?"
It's good.
I kind of. My wife is interested in it. I think we might watch that once we finish this season of Ozarks.
Okay. Yeah, it's good. And it's still going. Like, so it's one of those you got to wait the next week to see. Like, I waited for a few episodes to go by, and started watching it. I think I got about 4 or 5 episodes in. Now I'm waiting till next week. It's a good show. It is a good show. Yep.
Nice. All right, guys, time to wrap things up here. We got some shout outs before we do. Of course, we mentioned them earlier, but we want you to hit up WrestlingCollectorShop.com for all your WWE figure needs. We also got the Fig Cave podcast. Our boy Phil Gentile, his podcast. He jumped on actually with a Patreon member last week, and they gave their thoughts and comments on all the new figures that dropped. Of course, we want you to hit up Figure Collections and shop.figurecollections.com, youtube.com/Figure Collections, and check out that brand new Mortal Kombat video. And then we got the Kenny over at the Call Up Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, Faces and Heel podcast. Jesse, my boy Jesse, and Patreon member Jesse Unglob's podcast. It's called Dos Padres. We got the WrestleGeddon podcast.
I love the name of
that. Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. You can follow us over at runinpod.com. Everything you need is there. Our homage link, the code for homage, our code for Figure Collections, our code for Raise Energy Drink, our code for Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, everything. Our code for Wrestling Collector Shop. Everything is over there. Our YouTube is youtube.com/the Run In Podcast. Our store is now over at runinpod.com. I know Zach gave me a shortened link for it. It was like bit.ly something, and I cannot remember what it is. I didn't write it down because I'm a jackass, but I'll have that for you guys next week. Or you can just go to runinpod.com and click on the store, buy yourself something nice. Follow us on Twitter. It's at Run In Podcast. Instagram is at the Run In Pod. Don't forget, we're giving away a Bret the Hitman Hart WrestleMania 38 Elite. All you got to do is follow the instructions on our Instagram. You'll see a picture of the figure. Probably follow us, Wrestling Collector Shop, in the Fig Cave, and then tag 3 friends, and you'll be entered to win that fig for free. DJ, hit him with your social medias, man.
All right, so it's not LA Knight, who actually had a pretty decent. He's starting to entertain me really on NXT, but
he's good. He's good. I like him.
But Fig Knight 27, FIGKNIGHT 27 on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch.
All right. This has been the Rob Gronkowski episode of the Run In Podcast. We're not as dumb as him, though. Thank you guys for listening. Runinpod.com. My name is Tommy Paradise.
It's your boy DJ up in the rafters.
We out. Enjoy President's Day.
And I would have made that jump, by the way. There, I wouldn't need Vince to tell me to make to show me that jump at WrestleMania.